Ray, and joining me for commentary on this game is the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And we've got so much to look forward to. This is where it all begins in Europe's Premier Club competition, the UEFA Champions League, the group stage, match day 1 action. It's Paris Saint-Germain taking on Chelsea.
Well, the first group stage of the Champions League is always exciting. 3 points is vital for both teams to get off to a good start. Or a draw may be a good result as well. We're about to find out what happens.
And he takes on the shot. Conte now. That is excellent pressure high up the pitch. Oh, a nice looking pass. Still possibility. And a goal right off the bat. No wonder they're jumping for joy.
Well, let's see that again. It's a decent save from the keeper, but it bounces back into play. Where were his defenders? The striker's there, pushes it into the net.
And back in business, advantage PSG. Well, I can remember watching PSG when they didn't have the attached glamour that is part of the story now. It's always intriguing watching them in the Champions League these days, Lee.
Well, it is when they're in a position to go out really and buy any player they want. That does not give you an advantage, especially when it comes to winning your own league, but also in the Champions League as well.
And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him, and no wonder he's enjoying himself. So 2-0 now. Christensen. Olivier Giroud. Mateo Kovacic. Jorginho. It's with Marcos Alonso. Pulisic. He has time to play it over. Jorginho. Great save by Areola. In by Pedro. Well, a header that was frankly miles off target.
Well, technically, that was awful.
Here's Pedro. Cut out by Kimpembe. Well, there's so much competition for honours just in England, Lee, but despite that, Chelsea always target the Champions League when they're in the competition.
Well, yeah, past winners, and whenever I think of Chelsea in the Champions League, I always think of drama, the games against Bayern and famously as well against Barcelona, John Terry missing penalties, etc. Always something happens when Chelsea are playing the Champions League.
Yeah, Chelsea fans of a recent vintage have been spoiled a bit in this competition. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere.
Well, PSG certainly enjoying the lion's share of possession. If you don't control the ball in midfield, it's very difficult to have enough of the ball to create chances.
Can he take advantage? It could be up for grabs. He was staring right at an open goal, Lee, but could not finish.
Well, I'm not a goal scorer, but even I would have put that one in.
Jorginho. It's really opening up positively for Chelsea. Now he must favour the cross and deliver towards the back post. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Good use of advantage in favour of PSG. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. That's excellent defending following the cross. Often tempting to blow your whistle straight away, but the referee let it flow and then went back and handed out the yellow card. Well, he couldn't quite keep the header down.
Well, it was the pace on the cross. Sometimes with that much power on the cross, just cushion it, otherwise it goes over.
On the ball, Rudiger. Azpilicueta now. Pedro. Giroud. Jorginho. Kovacic. Cut out brilliantly, Herrera. Here is Juan Bernat. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Crossing possibilities. Attending to his defensive chores. And that is that. Half-time here. And so the second half of this Champions League group stage match day 1 contest commences. Marcos Alonso. Here's Kovacic. Pulisic. Mateo Kovacic. Mbappe with it. Ander Herrera. Bernat. Nothing wrong with that idea. Delivered into the area here. Well, very effective goalkeeping to touch it over. Corner kick played over. Fisted clear. Here's Pedro. And Pulisic has it. Veering in field here. Giroud! Well, not really a shooting moment he's going to be especially proud of, Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go.
PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. Verratti, and showing fine vision. Jorginho. Here's Kovacic. And do they mean business on this occasion? Pedro, turning inside, might be able to set up the chance. And the ball is in the net.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite rightly so. What a finish that is. Well, he had enough time to think about it, didn't he? He knew what he was going to do and did it brilliantly.
So there we have it, 2-1. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. And Christensen. Di Maria, nothing doing on the passing front. It needs an accurate cross. Conte. It is now with Jorginho. Jorginho! Well, it's gone in. A goal for Chelsea, who now are level.
Well, let's see that strike again. First time is always very, very difficult to strike a ball. The timing has to be right, the technique has to be right, but above all, you have to concentrate on the ball as it's coming to you. You know you're not going to take a touch. Concentration is everything.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Goals are plenty, 2-2. Di Maria. Here's Mbappe. Neymar. It's an excellent attack from PSG, but will there be an end product? It looked as though he might have been onside, but he was just a fraction off.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I'd like to see that again.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Marcos Alonso. Jorginho. It's really opening up positively for Chelsea. Cut out by Kimpembe. Edinson Cavani now. Dangerous looking through ball. Meunier. Cavani might fancy it. I don't think in the grand scheme of things he's going to be terribly proud of that headed attempt.
Well, heading practice in training next week, that was pretty average, to be fair.
Always voracious, Verratti to win it back. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Tremendous block. A very significant Paris Saint-Germain corner late in the game. by Neymar. Almost what you might call a jaw-dropping save.
Oh, he's got no right to make that save. It's absolutely fantastic.
Corner kick played in. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Conte now. Barkley with it. I must say, no shortage of space. Cutting in, what can he do from this position? Making sure nothing untoward happened.
Well, the favourites, PSG, can they get that goal? It just takes them over the line. The crowd are certainly doing their bit.
And only 2 minutes remaining here. Pablo Sarabia. Progressive football from Paris Saint-Germain. They know a goal at this late stage might be decisive. We've been waiting to find out. Now we know a minimum of 3 added minutes here. And maybe a chance for PSG now from this corner. He's driven in the corner. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. The ball with Marcos Alonso. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. And that will be that. Chelsea had designs on winning the game, but it has finished in a draw. A couple of points dropped by Chelsea in this, their Champions League group opener.
Well, he can't really complain. It's not an ideal start. 3 points would have been the target at the start of the night, and there's a little bit more pressure just been piled on them now for game 2.
Well, just the sort of performance they were looking for from the talented Kylian Mbappe.
Well, he's played so well today and got the goals as well, but those goals have only got his team a draw. He'll be looking over his shoulder at his defenders and saying, I'll get the goals and you just keep them out. Not the case today.
Looking pass, still possibility, and a goal right off the bat. Mbappe! Pedro, turning inside, might be able to set up the chance, and the ball is in the net. Pedro, turning inside.